At the other forward position, Derek Favors. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder. Let's meet Joe Houston. At power forward,
we have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Rockets, here with their Houston fans, then back on the road. They are definitely a team on the bubble in the West, 9th place and vying for contention.
Yeah, and this is their final chance to pick up a win against this team. I mean, 0-3 on the season series thus far, and on the brink of a sweep. So from that standpoint, I think it's a huge game for them.
Yeah, it's a big one. Losing all 4 games to a team rattles your confidence. You don't feel good as a group, but it's not too late to get it turned around. With their best performance, they can get this game.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Sessions out there with Boss, and it's Withy in at the 5. Now here's Sessions. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Boss. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Beverly with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Harden's shot is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Favors with a screen on Beverly. Here's Boss. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Just 4 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Boss has got his second basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Now here's Beverly. They set the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Kings.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Freak. Harden outside, releases. That one off the back iron and out.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Boss. From deep. Booker pulls it in. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden kicks to Beverly. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Harden on the wing. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Shot clock at 2. Ariza no luck. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said, we'll have our work cut out for us, no question about it. They can hurt you any number of ways. That's why they're as good as they are. We just have to play the percentages and try to make sure they're getting the shots we want as opposed to the ones they want. Kevin, makes sense. Back to you.
And Doris, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. James Harden missing on the three. Kicks it to Withy. Passes it to Hayward from outside the arc. Cannot hit. And it's Houston the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played. But they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Now here's Sessions. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Boss, guarded by Harden. Here's Boss. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He's off on the first. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Burks, he's checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Sessions. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Moore outside. Pass to Capella. Shot to stop the drought. The shot is off. Great D that time from Favors. The Jazz shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Hood kicks to Hayward. Drains the three-pointer. Hayward's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Moore outside. He dishes it to Capella. Great D that time from Favors.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Burks. Kept alive. And again, Derek Favors. Favors got his second basket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. You know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals And this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter.
Changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Withy. Boss comes in for Rodney Hood. And Sessions subbed in for Mack. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 20 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Outside Favors. Up top, Burks, guarded by Harden.
2 minutes remaining. Blocking foul called on Alec Burks. That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Screen by Howard. Over in the corner, Beverly. There's the feed to Howard. And stolen by Favors.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Offensive rebound. Booker the pass to Howard. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Sessions. Beverly wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Sessions kicks to Hayward. The pass to Boss. Right side Favors. Good on the 13-footer. Favors got 8 points.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Enough said on that one.
Sessions passes to Boss. Wing shot on the way. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Harden missing again.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Boss. Ariza covering. Count that one. 9 points for Freak.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And so that's the end of the first half. Utah out in front, leading by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Boss is out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Withy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Boss. Again, the Jazz score.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
A nice shot by Booker.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Sessions passes to Boss. Out to Hayward. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Ariza, right side. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Freak. For Houston, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Houston. Allen comes in for James Harden. Hood's checked in for Utah. Jazz leading by 8. Boss passes to Hood. Out to Hayward. Goes up the baseline. No good off the front iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Beverly up top. Feeds to Howard. Allen with it. Now guarded by Boss. That's good. Allen's got his first basket of the night. Here's Hood. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Houston making some changes. Brewer is checked in for a reason. Here's Moore. He's got 5. He feeds it to Harkless. Back to Moore. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
5 to shoot. Dishes it to Allen. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Booker, he's checked in for Harkless. And it's James Harden in for Corey Brewer. Let's now go to a collection of the league's most clutch long-range shooters. Since All-Star, these are the best small forwards in basketball at the art of the three-point shot. Gordon Hayward on top.
Well, he is a sharpshooter, guys. I mean, no doubt about that. Just who you want roaming on the wing and waiting for the defense to fall asleep.
Well, you know what? The way he's been rolling from the three-point line, you can't go to sleep on it. And any defense that does needs to be reprimanded.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Utah also making a switch. Sessions is checked in. Pass to Boss.